Oh, it fell like... What the hell? Is there something there that... Oh. Oh. Why's that big?
Anything goes, you know this year just gonna blow like I won't have it, you won't manage, so I'm real, I'm silent like
What's going on, people? Anything goes, back again with another ghost reaction, and today we got some more Nukes.
Another one.
A top 10 videos to creep you out. Not getting inventive with the titles anymore because these videos are doing all the talking. Yeah.
Straight to the point.
Yeah, but before we get into it today, make sure you're subscribing to the channel as always. Like the video. Get your suggestions in the comments down below. Yeah. Click the bell so you never miss a video. Yeah. And click the join button if you want to support us even more.
Come on.
Reaching out. This next video was sent to me by Nukes top viewer Philip Whitaker from Burnley, England. In his email, Philip says that he has had several strange experiences around his home, but has never caught anything on camera. Until now. One night, his fiancée is sitting quietly in the living room when this happens.
That's normal. Wait, what? Did she see it?
The faint humming of a woman can be heard as a pale translucent mist seems to fly directly over Philip's girlfriend, sending her running from the room in panic.
Oh, she heard the voice.
Philip and his fiancée have no idea what they captured on their security camera. But what do you think this is? Caught live on camera.
Bit of a strange one.
Yeah, that was... Don't know if I've seen something like that before. I think because we've seen things on the screen make noises, and we've heard like voices and stuff, but that voice was like really audible. Not what they were saying, but like the actual noise of the voice for somewhat like what? Tabax.
Wait, that just flew past my eye and landed there. I thought you saw that.
No.
Fuck this. So, but yeah,
tobacco doesn't fly.
Anyway, no, but I mean, like, yeah, I think you're right. It seemed a bit, maybe because we haven't seen a reaction where it seems like all of it in one.
When people usually hear voices, it's like the faintest thing, and even the like mics on the cameras and stuff
don't
barely
really
pick it. And sometimes people don't even notice the voice until they're editing. But that was like if you were sitting there and I walked in and I said something that she heard it like that.
But I don't know if because of the delay of the sound and like kind of like how it looked like whatever went past her head, it was more like she was sitting it on her phone and then something just went through her. That's when she reacted, as opposed to at the exact moment that the sound plays and it goes over.
Yeah, she did get up.
It's just
like
a bit
delayed.
like,
it wasn't like as soon as the noise went, but
you know, like more like, you know, when you get chills just go down. It must have been like the 10th time today. She's like, fuck this.
I'd have been out of there so quick.
That's what she was.
So quick. Farther than that. She got up and like walked out.
Yeah, no. I think
that I'd just be paralysed.
I feel like that was a more accurate. We just like, it looks different because we're watching the whole thing, but realistically it was probably like the 90th time that happened, and it was just like, I've had enough. Whereas
I'm convinced though that if these things are really happening, it's because people keep putting cameras up. Because that camera's not there for security, that camera's there to catch a ghost. So you're like inviting it on.
Should we still filming?
We're not trying to catch a ghost though, we're filming us. If you put a camera up to, well, you had tobacco land on your arm, maybe the ghost is asking for a twos.
Live streamer Kayoya's Twitch and YouTube channels are focused on gameplay and Pokemon. None of his videos or live streams have any connection with the paranormal, which makes this next clip very strange. During one of Kayoya's live streams on Twitch, he is playing a game and talking to his audience when he hears something behind him.
He's not coming, guys. Brock's not coming. Oh no. What? Oh my goodness. All right. How many people we've got? Hello?
That was like something falling.
Okie dokie. My little hand vacuum fell over for some reason. Whatever.
Kayoya explains that his handheld vacuum has mysteriously just fallen to the floor. But did you see it?
No.
The live streamer is completely unaware, but a dark, shadow-like figure seems to peek
Oh, wow,
into
that
frame
is-
right behind him. Kayoya has
That
no idea.
that has to be the brightness that's doing it.
That's
right?
live. That's live on Twitch,
In
by
a
the way, as
follow-up
well.
video, he explains exactly where it happened.
Yeah, it's the brightness is up.
Okay,
Look at the
so right
colour
over
of his
here
face. Nuke
is
turned the
where it
brightness
was
up.
caught. Here's the little hand vacuum that kind of just went like that. Probably a little softer, but that's roughly what it seemed to be. It was right here on the floor. So
happens
that's
sometimes,
nice. Also, here's the stairs going up, and here I'll go up them just so that you all know what it sounds like.
Need some
I am being as soft as I can.
WD-40.
And it still makes as much noise.
Yeah, them stairs are.
Dangerous.
Not even the squeaking, like you can.
Trust me.
The weight of him
So
on them,
even if
they're
this
just
was just
sounding
a
like they're
real
gonna break.
person, then who was it? And how did they not make a sound on the creaky staircase? Kayoya believes that he might have captured a paranormal event live on camera. But as always, I leave it up to you to decide. Child's Play.
That I can see where someone on Twitch might do that because it's happened before where not a very well-known streamer has had like a ghost thing happen on camera and it like blew them up. But it's also so hard to tell because that thing wasn't like a solid, like if it was someone in like a black morph suit, it wasn't like a solid shape. It was kind of faded in areas, but it's also because
it's transparent.
on a screen
That big, you can't.
this big,
You can't notice.
he's only in the corner, so like because his camera isn't massive, it's like you can't enhance it or anything.
No, but when they did, and then you zoom in, it's
But
like
being live is a lot harder to fake as well because
oh, I would love to hear the reason for this.
I mean, if you mess up, if he does accidentally like make another noise, or if he does this on camera a bit too far where you can tell it's a person, you can't stop and redo it.
Oh yeah,
you're live.
Yeah. I think everyone should understand how hard it is to fake whatever live. But yeah, as you say, like I don't know, it's hard, isn't it? Because like I can't imagine how you'd go about faking that.
That it's because that was so like minimal with what actually happened. That's what makes it more real. It's when it's more like if something had flown across the room and
Or it's bare fast.
yeah,
Or, do you know what I mean?
That was so minimal and off camera, and you
That
couldn't
tell.
you couldn't see it.
We didn't know
see
it
it
happened.
until the brightness was turned up. So, boy, time to stop live streaming out of your basement, I think. Nothing good ever happened in a basement.
Playing Pokemon.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Pokemon.
Marika de Wit from the Netherlands posts on TikTok that she is worried about her youngest son. 2-year-old Mateo is playing in his room upstairs when Marika hears the boy
We've heard that name
yelling.
before.
She hurries upstairs to check on him, but everything seems fine. But when she looks at her security footage to see what the
here we
problem
go.
was, she is shocked.
Please don't roll back into his hand. Oh.
What happened there? Why did?
Like the lights are going on and off now.
Yeah, that's what. But he wouldn't be sitting in the dark, would he? I don't know if it's the camera's set on. Well,
Back roly poly.
Mateo appears to be looking at and even arguing with someone or something that we can't see. Then the 2-year-old seems to be pushed backwards onto the floor. Now Marika says that Mateo is fine and was completely unharmed. But this is where the story takes a very strange turn.
yellow card.
You see, Marika says that she was originally pregnant with triplets, but sadly the other 2 fetuses failed to develop, leaving only little Mateo. Marika believes that Mateo might be visited by the spirits of his unborn siblings. But what do you think happened to little Mateo? Let me know. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Sticks and stones.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera was just set to a black and white.
Motion and then
Yeah,
it went
'cause-
from like
Because you think I think night vision's green, isn't it? Usually more than black and
and
white.
then everything kind of glows white or really light
I
green.
don't know what happened with the camera there. It looks like the camera, but I know it's a nice way to think of it. Like, oh, it's his siblings that didn't make it visiting him, but that doesn't make sense to me.
Wait, hold on. What? I want you to elaborate on what's nice about that.
No, it's like a nice way to think of it, rather than it being. It's nicer to think, oh, it's his siblings, like
We've
visiting him, rather than it being like
we've both
It'd
watched
be like-
enough plot twists
Like
for the evil twins.
the ghost of some geezer, some random ghost. But if ghosts work how everyone thinks they do, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
Because if a fetus dies, why would it be?
At an actual
Why would
ghost.
it age? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I don't know, but it's like
the kid got pushed over, 100%.
I was gonna say, do you think that was a foul?
It wasn't simulation. That was just. I rescind the yellow. It went to VAR.
What was it, last man?
That. Like. There's a certain way you can fake being pushed over, but I'm pretty sure his legs were underneath him as well when he fell back.
Kinda, yeah.
It's hard to like throw yourself back and your legs end up
In the same
here
position.
if they're underneath you, unless you're like I don't know. You can just tell if someone's throwing themselves back. And
It's like even like stuntmen when they have to do stunts, kind of like in reverse and that they struggle to do the natural.
but they go like shoulders back first.
Yeah,
'cause
but that's what I'm saying. 'Cause you have
That's how he went back. So maybe he's just like a young prodigy.
Anyway,
He's gonna be in like all the Mission Impossibles and stuff in 20 years.
I agree. I think so long as like the kids ain't screaming after that kind of stuff happens, then it's just like
I'd love to know if I was at that age, if I ever did anything like that. But I guess if you was in your room alone like that, if there wasn't a camera and his mum didn't hear him, like if he didn't cry out and there wasn't a camera, she would have never known. He would have just had that moment where he's talking to Sank in his room and being,
which probably happens every day in
like,
normal households.
it's weird how like, what if I was in my room when I was that age, just on my own?
Talking to.
Because my front room was so far away in my old flat from the front room.
It felt like another
Like,
house.
it was like, you see, like your hallway, it was like 3 times as long as your hallway.
No, long.
And the front room was at the end, and the 2 bedrooms were at the end. So, like, if my mum was in the front room, you wouldn't hear.
You didn't hear man even screaming, yeah. Yeah, no.
So, weird, maybe.
Bruv, it's probably still happening.
Not with me.
Thank you for,
I don't talk to ghosts in my room, just my friend.
Press play.
Gary.
I'm not saying anything.
But he's not a ghost, he's just invisible. There's a difference.
So what a ghost?
Ghosts are people that have died. Gary's got genetics where he's invisible. Innit, Gary?
Us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Sticks and stones. Belgian urban explorer Jens from the YouTube channel Simtex travels to a small town in Germany to explore a 120-year-old abandoned sanatorium. The sanatorium was built in 1905 to treat patients suffering from severe and life-threatening lung disease.
Good
The
night.
clinic eventually closed its doors in 1992, but the structure was left to rot and decay for almost 30 years. Jens is joined by his friends as they attempt to do a paranormal investigation inside the sanatorium. The mansion-like structure is a bit remote, hidden away and surrounded by woods. So when the explorers begin to hear strange, unexplained noises coming from outside, they're understandably a little freaked out.
Hallo.
Ja, zijn er nog mensen? Kom, er zijn er nog mensen. Ja. Ja, geweldig. Ah, wacht. Hier is iemand.
Is dat een wasmachine?
Het was wel duidelijk dat er mensen waren, meerdere mensen zelf. Ik persoonlijk had maar 1 persoon gezien, maar als ik de videobeelden achteraf traag bekijk, zie ik zelf meerdere mensen. Hier zie je duidelijk 4 personen staan, waaronder 3 met zaklamp. Het moment dat ik naar buiten keek, deden er 2 personen hun zaklamp uit.
There's definitely
Dat is dus al iets wat niet klopt.
because one of them went off.
Mensen die hun niet herkenbaar willen maken, dat klopt gewoon niet. En dat wisten wij. Die angst dat we hadden, was niet normaal. Er is hier iemand.
Is it more funny?
He's more scared because he's got a crutch.
Het was een zaklamp en ik heb...
If it's time to run,
The Simtex team see the glare of multiple flashlights nearby and fear that there might be dangerous people lurking just outside. Then they hear something downright chilling.
Dat is naar buiten, ik heb ze niet slot in slot te liggen.
Hallo?
Goedendag.
Ja, dat was het feit dat ze niet antwoorden is straat.
Ja, dat is inderdaad.
Het moment toen we riepen, hallo, goedendag, niemand antwoordde. Waarom zou je niet antwoorden? Dat is het bewijs dat het slechte intenties had. Ja, deze ons pakken.
it's like I'm getting like second hand, like my heart rate's going up.
Second hand anxiety.
Jij probeert het te
Because,
maken.
like,
Deze is niet juist, man.
At this moment, they're
The
expecting
Urbex group is
a group
shocked
of
as it
people
sounds
to
like
just
the
walk
people
in.
outside are hacking and stomping away at the very building itself. The entire foundation seems to shake and rubble starts to fall from the ceiling above them. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
Please.
Here we go.
I was joking. I didn't really mean implode.
Oh, it fell back.
Get it, huh?
Alles oké?
Is that his crotch hitting the ground that fast? Can you hear it?
Ça va, Kim? Alles okay?
One of the towers of the sanatorium gives way and collapses, almost coming down right on top of them. They make a run for it and just barely make their escape from the collapsing building. Now they are in a panic and the group hurries through the woods to find their way back to the small road near the sanatorium. But when they get there, they encounter 4 young men who are acting very suspiciously.
Aye, man's on finalized level smoke.
What the What? Airbags. Alles chill?
Yes. Are you okay?
Urbex.
Are you okay?
What are you doing?
Are you okay? We make lost places. Huh? Lost places.
But we were inside.
You are inside? Bitte? You are inside? No. We are inside.
Maar nee, Mathieu, rustig.
Zeg maar, crazy of zo, lekker.
We were already dead.
Meneer, hij zei English.
There.
He was inside.
We are here.
What have you done?
He's got the thing in his hand still when they're saying we
Yes,
was
but you broke the house. It's coming down. We was inside.
I saw you.
Yes, we were inside. Look.
flashlights and things breaking stuff.
Okay.
And
Do you have Wunder oder
No, but we are scared.
Are you injured?
Look, we are scared.
Yes.
What's going on with this conversation?
You? I don't know what you do.
Yeah,
But you have stepped the building. It's coming down. We was inside. Yes.
No, we was
have
not
seen
inside.
you.
Nee.
We hebben alles op camera. Niet roepen, rustig. Rustig praten.
No.
Denk je dat we zijn en we zijn aan toe tikken?
Maar waren zij?
Maar ja, wacht, doen we zo'n stoel tikken?
Why are you guys doing this? Why?
Oder ist noch wer drin in dem Haus?
Die kan toch wel naar huis gegaan?
Also ihr seid komplett.
No. We are not with them, eh? We are just tourists. I don't know what they do, but they come out.
Wer war da jetzt drin? Wart ihr drin?
Hier met zijn stok, ja.
this is long. This is very long, by the way.
Ja, wir 4 kennen uns. Wir sind da hingekommen, haben von außen gesehen, dass es von außen für uns zu gefährlich ist, da reinzugehen. Daraufhin haben wir kehrt gemacht und sind wieder rausgegangen.
Nee, dat is niet waar.
Jij komt uit dat bos. Ik heb het zien lopen.
Hij ligt.
Maar rustig, maar wij deden ook niks.
Dat is fucking mega. Deze content moeten jullie zien, want deze is gestoord. Mensen die gewoon expres een gebouw laten instorten. Wij zaten daar binnen.
Wat is dat dan? Wat is dat?
Kijk, nu hoort je hier een alarm afgaan. Dit is dus effectief voor ons, hè. Dat is dus een brandweer die wordt opgeroepen omdat er iets ingestort is.
The young men claim that they had nothing to do with the partial collapse of the sanatorium that almost ended the Simtex team. But it seems fairly obvious that they are the culprits.
That is the whole room they was in, by the way.
In minutes, police, ambulances, and firemen arrive on the scene. Jens tells them exactly what happened, but the 4 mysterious young men have now fled into the night, never to be seen again.
They ran.
Jens points out that one of the men was holding a large wooden object that he believes they might have used to beat at the base of the rotting building, causing the collapse. Luckily, Jens and all of his friends escape without a scratch. This incident is yet another example of why I always say people are usually scarier and much more dangerous than anything paranormal. High school horror.
Immediately on smoke.
You can't be. Not in a different country when, like, they're very lucky that the local turned up and wasn't immediately on the German side and just blame them on everything, because that happens a lot.
Oh, you're talking about being blamed for something you didn't do. I wonder how much of that I went through.
No,
as a
but
child.
I'm saying, like, not as a child, like, I'm saying if you're in a foreign country and there's only like 3 or 4 of you, and then stuff like that happens, it can go left very quickly.
It's already going left. We just had to run for safety.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on high alert And all that, all that pointing the finger, I didn't do it. It's gonna come rushing to the front of my prefrontal cortex. That's an immediate smoke. The more and more of it we watch, the more the story seems to make sense. And I feel like I've been in that situation before. Hence why I feel the way I do about it.
No
I think maybe more so because it's happened here. So it wasn't that kind of touristy. There's none of that. Everyone speaks the same language. Who did what now?
Yeah, that's different when you're in somewhere, especially like they're lucky because I don't think. No, Belgium's more French in it. I think the Belgium language.
Half and
it's
half.
like closer to the French language. I think it's like Austria and places that speak like German. I think Belgium I might be wrong, but I think Belgium's more French. So, but they seemed like they knew some German.
Ish, one of them.
Yeah. Well, no, they all did because they was all like
and Aaron.
Yeah.
But like when the locals was talking to them vagabonds, we'll go with, one of the girls like when they was explaining, he's like, no, that weren't true.
Yeah, he's lying. So they knew like some German, which is probably lucky because if no one knew any English or any German or anything, that's like there's no communication now.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
And that group can just be like...
No, there is.
That group,
Smoke.
That group can be like, yeah, we tried to bury you lot, so now, because it didn't work, this in my hand is going around your head.
But yeah,
I was gonna say
sorry.
before that happened, I was gonna say how nuts it is that we used to have places like sanatoriums and stuff, so where they
in general
they were basically just like death sentences because it was like you was going there to get treated, but they sat you this close next to someone else with either the same or a different illness
that you shouldn't be mixing with in the first place.
And even before that, you've got like an infection in your arm. They just used to cut it off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you had like right here, there's a bruise. Oh, you won't be needing that.
Yeah.
Probably didn't cauterize it or
and
anything
we wonder
after.
why these places are haunted.
Reddit user responsible ad is a security guard at a high school in Mexicali, Mexico.
Oh,
One night, he
haven't
hears the
been here
sound
for
of
a
someone
while.
talking just outside on the school grounds. When he goes to check it out, he gets the scare of a lifetime.
Not a good sign. No mames.
Why did this look like the base setup? You've seen this one?
What did he say? He's saying You're saying the overeating version of No Mamas. No.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh,
When
I
the video
didn't
is
see that.
widened and slowed down, a strange face can be seen
You've
quickly
seen it?
moving out of
Where
sight
have you seen
behind the
it?
air conditioning unit
Not
at the
this
corner
one.
of the building.
Yeah.
The security guard runs to check it
Yeah,
out.
because that's like an
but
AC unit or
there's
something.
nothing
Then you remember
there.
having that conversation.
What makes this footage even stranger is that no legs or feet can be seen, almost as if this head has no body. The security guard is freaked out and claims that what he saw was absolutely something paranormal. He says that he searched the high school grounds but never found
It's
anyone.
creepy how fast it is.
So what do you think this is? Let me know. In the pines.
That's a diglet.
That's what it looks like.
That's a diglet.
And we had the Pokemon guy before, so I like how Nukes
Doing that. That's a diglet.
doing callbacks. Is that when you play it at normal speed, it's just creepy how fast it is, and that it is coming just like from the side.
Diglet dig.
No, thank you. No,
Like, before you can say diglet, use dig. He's already done it. That's that telecommunications.
yeah, that
The
whatever that
telemundo. That's what it is.
whatever that fucking means.
Facebook user Silas Neposh is with his friends exploring the beautiful snowy landscape of Quebec, Canada, when suddenly they spot something very strange in the distant tree line.
What the hell?
Something happened over there.
Was that a tree with legs?
Yeah. It's skanking, brother.
What? That's 2 trees.
Now this odd video went viral and many Facebook viewers noticed what looked like a large humanoid figure that seemed to actually be picking up the trees and carrying them. Some Facebook comments claim that the figure is a Sasquatch or Yeti, and some even believe it could be, aliens. Either way, just what do you think is going on here?
Well, you're not done now.
Sticking his neck out.
Imagine just...
Yeah, that.
Oh wait, I don't live here anymore. I'm done. Done.
What do you want me to try and explain what it was?
Oh, no. No. I said, are you still living there? That's the only question.
It didn't look like a place where many people live anyway. Maybe that's for good reason.
OG Paranormal live streamer Ala from the YouTube channel Adventurer Ala is back on yet another creepy live exploration. This time Ala is at an old empty warehouse located somewhere in Saudi Arabia. Locals say that the building was abandoned because it is haunted by an evil entity or, quote, jinn. Ala is a little nervous as he explores the property grounds. And he should be, because strange things start to happen almost immediately.
فتحت المكان؟
And now we leave. Good investigation. Time to go. What was that? Did you see that? There was like something walking across.
بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم.
I wonder what happens.
Something like walked from like that where that brick is towards the or the bottle, the water bottle towards the stairs. Techers.
اللهم إن كان هذا سحر فابطله.
Ala searches the property but is unable to find any explanation for this strange phenomena.
Look at the size of that.
Next is very odd and downright chilling.
يا ويل أمي يا ويل أمي الله القوي وأنتم الضعفاء حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل.
Is there something there that...
Oh. Where's that baby giraffe?
I was going to say, is it something there that we're not noticing it is? Because that's...
We just thought it was a teddy bear, innit?
Yeah.
An abandoned giraffe plushie suddenly just starts to move on its own. The neck straightens out and seems to raise up as if the stuffed animal is alive.
I think that's what was moving.
And with that,
on camera.
Allah has had about enough.
Oh, what he saw with
the live stream and just gets
when I said something
there.
walked across, I think it was that, because it was
He
like
might
that
have
high.
captured a manifestation of the sinister jinn that is said to haunt the abandoned warehouse. But what do you think is going on here? Is it a haunted stuffed giraffe? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I've got to go back again, because Nuke didn't say anything about it. I'm sure I see it walking across.
Well, you think that's what was in the distance?
Yeah, when I said, did you see that something moved across? Because he like does like, was it? Oh, so it's after this, but it's like here, but it goes like this way.
Yeah, because that's what the thing is.
Or is it further back?
Yeah, so back.
Yeah, it's like there.
وهو السميع العليم.
What did you catch, like a little glimpse of it?
Oh, it's before this because he's just walking
ولا
over.
في السماء. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
Must be before that because that's why he stopped and zoomed in.
بسم الله الذي.
Oh, it was the water.
Bismillah.
I thought it was something moving across. Okay. I was gonna say then, if nothing happened, I'm starting to go nuts. The ghost videos are finally
Got to you.
broken my mental health.
Excuse me. That would definitely do it.
What? It's just a giraffe. You know, ghosts are getting bored if one of them decides, I'm just going to possess a giraffe toy now.
But it's more so like, even
Jinns.
Also, I never say those. Kazayas.
Jinns are always more like mischievous than other ghosts. They're always throwing stuff or moving stuff or whatever. When PSA, when I go to Dubai later this year, we go to Dubai. Sorry, but I don't. You can do your own. No jinns, thank you.
Kazamas.
No jinns.
Kazamas.
I would like it to be a jinn-free holiday.
Kazama.
And yeah.
No, you've said it so many times.
No.
You better change it.
There's nothing wrong with saying the word. That'd be like saying if you say ghost, you're making ghosts come. That's not how it works.
No, it's very specific.
It's not Candyman.
It's worse.
Not Candyman.
I mean, I'll leave my superstitions where they are.
That's fine.
And you can.
Yeah.
We can cut that shit out right in the middle. But yeah, I was just thinking about that actually. Even why I call it a Kazama in the first place.
Why do you? You're looking at me, but there's people watching. You have to explain it to them.
What, the name?
Yeah.
The name of, Kazama's first name. And then what does he transform into? In this make-believe
Who is
life?
Kazama? Explain it.
Oh, hi. Hohashi. Hashi's grandson, isn't it?
And who's that?
From Tekken. That's all you're getting.
See, how dare you? That's such a niche thing. You have to explain these things. Otherwise people are going to be like, what?
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
Tekken.
Yeah. The storyline of this make-believe... What's his grandson's problem? He transforms into the devil. No thank you.
Into the woods. YouTube user RexyBoy34 claims that he was out in the woods with his friends, just kind of messing around and taking pictures and videos.
That always goes
then
well.
He spots something strange near the trees.
There's gonna be another
dancing tree.
Peekaboo. How you doing? Why is he recording?
Is he by himself?
There's Nuke said he was with friends.
Isn't it?
I'm not hearing anyone.
What the hell is that? Behind you.
Oh.
I'm being serious.
Did
There
you
was
see
something
it?
there. There was.
Like a silhouette
There was something
of
there.
like a person, and as he said, "What's that behind you?" It moved. Branch is cracking. Oh!
Someone or something comes lurching from the forest towards them.
That's a person.
Seems overcome with
cool.
fear and they make a run for it. Now, YouTube user RexyBoy34 only ever posted this one video to his YouTube channel. So it's kind of hard to say whether this footage is real or perhaps more likely, maybe just a prank. Bro. But either way, I'd wager that this girl was not in on the prank.
Yeah, look at her face.
Look at her. Something fishy is going on.
Yeah, that one was definite person, but
Could have easily sold that because that girl knew nothing about it
at all. But you also, I don't know if it was a prank or just
They call Sasquatch.
A weirdo.
Because that thing is large.
Sometimes people are just weird and they see a group of people and they decide, oh, let me follow them like I'm in a spy movie. But he was very bait about it. Although, saying that, I said, oh, why is he recording right now? So I'm guessing it was a prank. But if someone did that to me, we're not friends anymore.
No, but so imagine, I don't know. See, the hard thing is, if even in like what the normal thing is to do now, innit? When we was kids, we never even had phones. Or we had phones, but they didn't even have cameras. So the normal thing wouldn't be to pull your camera out if you thought. The normal thing was like, is my torch gonna kill my battery right now or whatever? And now we've advanced so we can actually record whatever nonsense you think you're seeing or hearing. Especially in the forest when you're just hearing.
Also, when we was that age, we didn't say, let's go to the woods for fun.
I did.
What woods?
Just bare woods.
Where?
There was one on Freemasons Road. There was woods in
Was there?
Yeah. Literally.
They're not there now, definitely.
No.
It's still there.
No, but now they've made it lights, cameras and stuff.
Actions.
And from the popular Indian YouTube channel Crazy About Fishing and Cooking as well. He's crazy about fishing and cooking, I guess. Anyway, all of Data's videos are about his hobby of fishing in rivers and lakes in India and then cooking the fish he caught. On one of his fishing trips, he is joined by two of his friends as they hike deep into the wilderness to find the best spot to fish. They make their way through thick vegetation and even cross a creek by using a small fallen tree as a makeshift bridge. Now it goes without saying that when they finally find a fishing spot, it is very remote, and no one should be there but them. But as the sun is setting and the day comes to an end, this happens.
Oh, we're gonna need Nuke to do his magic. We're not seeing this until
Who's speakers playing in the background?
Don't say that.
Someone or something can be seen mysteriously running through the dark woods near Data and his friends. They yell out to the stranger, but whoever it is does not answer. Even weirder, the person just seems to disappear amongst the trees. Data says that this was the most terrifying experience he's ever had while fishing.
What did he
and
say?
to this day, Data and his friends still don't know who or what they saw. Many viewers of his YouTube channel believe they might have had a paranormal encounter. But
he's doing some next kind of running as well.
What is this? Let me know down in the comments. Just passing by.
Lots of being in the woods and weirdos running around today.
I was gonna say, couldn't. No, I'm not gonna say that. It just might just be like people that are just have like two families that operate around that local.
What, on either side of the woods?
No, but like say they
That's
their habit.
That looked like a person with like no top on.
Yeah.
But it was also running.
I wouldn't call that running.
I
don't know what that was. It was like hopping quickly.
Like his legs were going very wide and high.
Yeah, it was going more up than consistent.
Hey, fishing's done. He would have been there 5 minutes. Fishing's done.
What did you? I don't even want the rods.
Hey, fishing's done. Let's go Tesco and buy a fish. Fishing's done. I'm gonna get some haddock out of Tesco on the way home.
This next video is a bit of a mystery because the video was reposted to TikTok without any mention of the original source. The video shows CCTV footage of a man who seems to be walking down a staircase in his home. But what happens next is truly bizarre.
What's going on with this little bit here?
I think it's been blurred out for some reason.
Yeah? Even continuing going up. That shadow was massive.
The shadow-like figure seems to pass right by the man as it creepily climbs up the stairs.
No.
But the man doesn't even seem to notice the eerie dark shape. Now, without a source, we'll never know whether this footage is real or just an elaborate
his shadow
hoax. But let me know what you
gets
think.
up and walks off, yeah.
And then
So be sure
he goes into Roadrunner.
Like watch, keep an eye on his shadow.
Yeah, I know.
And it looks like
shadow just disappears.
His shadow looks like the one that gets up and walks off. Because it disappears from in front of him.
Or next to him.
The man doesn't even seem to notice the eerie dark shape. Now, without a source,
it is at a perfect
we'll never
time,
know whether
though,
this footage is real or just an elaborate hoax. But let me know what you think.
About 7-3 as well.
So be sure to
I was going to
subscribe.
say, what's it?
So big.
So no woods, no fishing,
No stairs.
no
Sanatoriums. No Germany. No Mexico.
I might as well stay at home,
Just can't leave the house.
basically. But you know we're outside, don't it?
Hmm?
We know, like, it's all fun and games.
Although there's flying tobacco in this house, so I'm also not staying here. So
You want to stay in your house, stay wherever the hell you want. Stay in your lands if you want.
I'm gonna shut myself in my boot.
You got to fit in your
Nothing
boot.
to get in.
You got to fit in your boot.
I'll shove myself in a boot.
That was alright for Nukes.
Mm.
I feel like it was calmer from what he's been doing to us.
Yeah, I appreciate him not chucking in a horror short at the end this time. But we're doing Man Junkie next, and he loves to do that. So
I still feel mainly traumatized by the Germany collapsing thing. That was
this one was a lot of like people rather than
coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, like
other than
people are just weird, man.
Other than, I don't know, maybe the one that was in Saudi Arabia. Everything could easily be done at camping, or do you know what I mean?
People are just weird. You just can't go to a remote place because you just don't know.
Wait,
who's there?
So you've been camping, right?
Sort of.
What sort of?
I did it in school for like. Do you remember Duke of Edinburgh Award where you had to do like camping and walking and map reading, but the campsite was like on a
remote.
No, like it wasn't like you just walked into the woods and camped. It was like an actual place where
people, but that's
like
why I say remote.
Campsite.
Yeah,
so like,
that's why I say remote.
It's not like it's there. It's just a field just for, and it's like owned by someone for people to come and camp on. It's not like just in the woods camping. I don't think I could do that.
Well, now.
I don't think I could just get a tent and put it in a random spot in the woods and go to sleep.
You mean actually do it?
Yeah.
Oh. No. I think of it more like, I used to go
to park my car up, walk into the middle of the woods and just camp somewhere. No.
I don't know. I think I was just...
No.
I grew up very adventurous. But then now when I think back of all that stuff I did, I was thinking, who's in control? And there was no PPE or safety. It was just, I hope you sort of stay safe and get home afterwards. Obviously there was like, a group leader, team leader and stuff like that, but if you think about it, like now, all those places need cameras.
People that do it with just like two of them. Just two of them go and do it.
Yeah, they're the real heathens.
No.
They're the real
because you just don't know who or what is got a knock on the door.
Wrong turn.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, if you like the video, let us know what you think in the comments. Make sure you're sharing and subscribing if you haven't already. If you want to support us even further, click the join button below. Peace.
No, I got a flow. When I react, the man's got cold. When I react, the man's got go. You little biatch, stick it in your reacts. It was a big react, so man's got no. Anything goes, you know this year just gonna blow like I won't have it, you won't manage. So unreal, I'm something like magic. Part with a man that oh so savage.